Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at the ratio and proportion. This is grade 8, out of the grade 8 textbook. In the grade 9 section, basically we will add something new to it. Okay. So now we're looking at ratio and proportion. In the introduction we are told that two quantities in the same unit can be compared by expressing them as a ratio. Okay. We are told there are 320 boys and 360 girls in the school. Find the ratio of boys to girls. So we write boys is to girls, that two dots there. We read it as boys is to girls. So we have 320 is to 360. Okay. In this, what happens is they divided both quantities by 10. Okay. We get 32 and 36. And as you can see, 4 can go into both, which gives you 8 is to 9. But however, you could have seen from the beginning that 20 could have been divided by 320 and 360 from the beginning. Then you could have divided by 20 as well. Okay, it will make no difference. It will have just taken you one step to get there. Also, if you got 320 is to 360. You say, okay, 2 can be divided into. Okay, then you're going to get 2 goes into the 160. 2 goes into here 180. Then you say, okay, 4 can go into here. The 4. Yes, 4 goes into here. 4 goes into 18. 4 times carry 2, so it's 45. Now we say, okay, 4 can be divided. That's 35, because it gives you 8 is to 9. So you don't have to follow a certain path to get to its simplest form. So you divide whatever you find, whatever you see fit at that point. You guys understand? But if you, as I said, if you had seen that 20 can be divided into it, no problem. You'll go from 320s to 360 straight into 80s to 9. We always take the biggest number possible. Why? So that we will have less steps that we need to work through. You guys understand? Alright. This is on page. Which page is this on? 117. Okay. Page 107. Alright. 117. So you're looking at the ratios. 6 is to 9 is the same as in the simplest form. That could have been written 3 goes into here twice and to the here thrice. So 2 is to 3 will be in the simplest form. Not so. It can't get any simpler. However, 6 is to 9, 12 is to 18. We double that. We multiply both numbers there by 7. 6 times 7 is 42. 9 times 7 is 63. 6 times 10 is 60. 9 times 10 is 90. Remember, what I do to the one number, I must do to the other number as well. It's like an equation. In an equation, we can take things over from one side of the equal sign to the other. However, in the ratio format here, I can't do that. You guys understand? Alright. So, if I multiply the one number by 10, I must multiply the other number by 10. Multiply the one number by 7, multiply the other numbers. If I had to divide the one number by 3, I must divide the other number also by 3. Okay? And all of these are called equivalent ratios. Okay? Which means to say they are, what does equivalent ratios mean? They are equal. Okay? They are equal. And we said here, which in the simplest form will be 2 is to 3. I highlighted that from the beginning. As with fractions, ratios can be simplified to a simplest form. Okay? As with fractions, ratios can be simplified to a simplest form. Then we are given 300 grams. We are given 300 grams is to 2 kilograms. Okay? We need to change to the same units, the same SI unit. We'll have to always change it to the same unit. Okay? Is grams the same as kilograms? Is 1 gram the same as 1 kilogram? No. So what we do is we convert it to the same unit. We always convert it to the smaller one of the two. Like in terms of 1 gram, which is like a 1 gram or 1 kilogram. 1 gram. So we convert it to grams. If you're going to convert it to kilograms, no problem, but then you're going to work in decimal. Okay? And then which you need to convert later on to a rational number again. Okay? So what we do is, the tip always in the smaller unit. You can see here the tip is given, it's always going to be in the smaller unit. So, how many grams are there in a kilogram? 1,000. So we say this 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. So, how many grams will there be in 2 kilograms? 2,000. Not so. So, we got 300 grams is to 2,000 grams. Not so? You will understand. So what number goes into 300 and to 2,000 without remainder? 100. So I divide by 100 both sides, or throughout. So 300 divided by 100? 3. 2,000 divided by 100? 20. So 3 is to 20. What else do you notice? That I've dropped the grams. Okay? So whatever unit you use, so 3 grams is to 20 grams. 3 kilograms is to 20 kilograms. 3 tons is to 20 tons. You guys understand? So at this point we also drop out our units. Okay? Because I mean, a ratio in the simplest form don't have units. Why? Because why? It could be given as grams, kilograms, tons, whatever. You guys understand? Okay. So I want you guys to write this example down here. This is the one we just did here with a note. Okay? Okay, you guys got it? So now we're looking at the examples on page 118. Okay, examples on page 118. Okay, examples on page 118. So now we're going to look at this table, okay, of examples here, page 118. We are asked to write in the simplest form the ratio. So what I want you guys to do is, I'm going to pause the video at this point. You're going to write down the table, okay. I know the answers in the book. Don't copy the answers from the book. We're going to work through this together now. You write this down quickly, and then we will complete the table together. For the first 5 sums. I think this, yeah, it's for only 5. So you're going to do that for me now, okay? You guys know what to do. I'm just going to draw this table for me, okay? Then we will set it up from there how it works and I'll explain to you. Alright? Alright, so at this point you have written all the sums down. On the wrong page only. So the example. Here we are told that 100 minutes to 1 hour, 1 3/4 of an hour. 1 3/4 of an hour. Okay. So the question or the instruction was to write in the simplest form the ratio of. So when we start this off, we say, okay, that would be 100 is to, so firstly 100 minutes is to 1 3/4 of an hour. Okay. So remember, what did I say? The first step is, what's our first step? Well, from the note that we made, was put it in the same unit. Is that minutes and hours the same unit? No. So we must get it in the same unit. Is 1 minute larger or is 1 hour larger? Well, hour is larger. So we're going to convert it to the lowest one, which is minutes. So how many minutes are there in an hour? 60 minutes. So I want you to convert that to minutes quickly. You can use your calculator now. No? How many minutes is 1 3/4 of an hour? Give everybody a chance. Right, so somebody called it out already. It's 101. Can you all do that in your calculator? Okay? You all know how to multiply that in your calculator? Alright? For those of you who don't, remember that this is hours. So it's multiplied by 60 to get minutes. Why? Because 1 hour equals 60 minutes. How many seconds are there in an hour? 60 seconds. Sorry, how many seconds are there in a minute? 60 seconds in 1 minute. So how many seconds are there in an hour? With 60 minutes in 1 hour and 60 seconds in 1 minute. It has to be 60 minutes and each one is 60 seconds. Which gives you an answer. 360 seconds equals 1 hour. Okay, importantly, if you didn't know that before I've said it, you just make a note on the side. Okay. But is that in the simplest form? Oh yes, before I forget, I'm going to show you, for those of you who don't know how to do the calculation in your calculator. So 1 3/4 of an hour. Remember, that's a mixed fraction, not so. That's a mixed fraction. So to activate the mixed fraction key, I press shift and that button. You can't put in a calculator that and the fraction button and move it to the front and get 1 3/4 of an hour. That is not the same. The calculator reads that as 1 multiplied by. So to get that 1 3/4 of an hour, that would be shift the fraction button 1 3/4. You must multiply that by 60. So it's going to give you 105. Okay, you all understand? So now what do we do? What number goes into 100 and into 105 without remainder? What number goes into 100 and 105 without remainder? 5. Not so? Right, divide it by 5. Right, so divide by 5. What's 100 divided by 5? 20. What's 105 divided by 5? 21. So 20 is to 21. That's in the simplest form. Zara, you okay? You want to go without the excursion? By the looks of it? Huh? Now look here. Oh, you done nice. Okay, any confusion here, people? Right, now I'm going to give you a chance to look at 1.2. Okay? There's a bedaya there, has it? Looking at 1.2, we have 2,25 kilometers to 0,375 kilometers. People, is that in the same SI unit? Is that in the same units? Yes. Both is kilometers. So yes, it is in the same. But we're working with decimal. So we're going to convert it to the smaller unit. Not so? And what is the smaller unit from 20 kilometers? What is the smaller one? Meters. Not so? So we're going to convert that to meters. And how many meters are there in a kilometer? You have 1 meter. Is 1 meter, sorry. 1 kilometer as 1,000 meters. 1 meter as how many millimeters? How many millimeters are there in a meter? 1,000. Did I say how many meters are there in a millimeter? Sorry, my mistake. It is how many millimeters are there in a meter? How many centimeters are there in a meter? 100. So that's one you must write down. You didn't know that one. How many centimeters are there in, how many millimeters are there in a centimeter? 3. Right, so write that down again. Okay? Alright, so if you're going to convert this to meters, so 2,25 kilometers is how many meters? 2,225. No. Not 2,225. It's 2,250. Okay? Is to multiply that by 1,000. And we get 375 meters. Not so? So what number can be divided into both without remainder? 25. So divide 25 on your calculator. I'll give you a chance to do that. So 2250 divided by 25 gives you 90 is to 15. Is that in the simplest form? No. What number goes into 90 and to 15 without remainder? 15. Or somebody else called 5. So 5 goes into 90 how many times? 45. And 5 goes into 15? 3 times. Then 3 goes into 45? And if 3 goes into, is it 15?
Yes, sir. It's 15.
This is not right. 90 divided by 5. 90 divided by 5. 18. Now who said 15? My ears probably, no? And then 3 goes into 18 6 times and 3 goes into 3 once. So that is in the simplest form. Okay, you all understand that? You all do that. Right. Number 3. 4 millimeters to 18 meters. 4 millimeters to 18 meters. Are they in the same unit? No. So I must get in the same unit. Which one is smaller? 1 millimeter or 1 meter? 1 millimeter is smaller. So we're going to convert the 80 meters to millimeters. So do that quickly. And then you simplify it into its simplest form. Alright. So 4 millimeters is to 80,000 millimeters. So what number goes into both? 4. Divide it out by 4. So that's going to give you 1 is to 20,000. Okay. So every 1 millimeter is equal to 20,000 millimeters. Or 1 meter is equal to 20,000 meters. 1 kilometer would be equal to 20,000 kilometers. Again, that is the reason why there is no unit in the simplest form of the ratio. Okay. Let's look at 1.4. 40 kilograms to 36 kilograms. 3,6 kilograms. So since I'm working with decimal, I'm going to convert kilograms to grams. How many kilograms are there in a gram? 1,000. 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Did I make that note already? No. Did I make the note here? No, I didn't. So we're saying that 1, yes I did. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. 1,000 kilograms equals 1 ton. Okay. So since I'm working with decimal, I'm going to convert all the kilograms to grams. And how do we do that? By multiplying everything by 1,000. So do that quickly. Okay, so in 1.4, 40 kilograms equal to 40,000 grams. Not so. Is to 3.6 kilograms equals 3,600 grams. So what number can be divided by both in this case? 4, yes, but also we can divide it by 100. So let's go with 400. So it goes 40,000 divided by 400 gives me 100 is to 3 divided by 400 is you 9. So you guys divided by 4 and then you divide by 100. It's also correct, okay? So 100 is to 9. So for every 100 grams you have 9 grams. Okay. Let's look at the next one. In 1.5 we have 1 1/4 to 3 1/3. 1 1/4 is to 3 1/3. So what do you think what we're going to do first then? In 1.5. Convert it to? The same, okay, but before we get there, let's first convert to improper fractions. Not so? So you're going to convert to improper fractions, then you're going to get the denominator is the same. Okay, and then you simplify it from there. So do that quickly. Okay, so improper format would be 5/4 is to 10/3. Okay, so what's your LCM there? Yes?
So instead of having the LCD, or cross multiply?
You can cross multiply if it was an equation. Yes. Not so? Remember? We said that this is a ratio. Okay, in an equation we could have taken things over the equal sign and all of those things. But since we're busy with the ratio, we can't do it. Okay? So we can't cross multiply. So you're going to multiply it throughout by its LCM. And what's the LCM here? 12. Not so? So you're going to multiply each fraction by 12. Okay? So it's going to be 5/4 multiplied by 12. Gives you 15. I know most of you can do this without the calculator. The other one's going to give you 40. For those of you who don't know how to get that, it's going to be 12 times 10/3. 10/3. Gives me 40. Do we stop here, people? No. So what do we do now? What number can be divided into both? 5. Divide by 5, what do we get? 3 is to. So the fraction 1 1/4 is to 3 1/3. In the simplest form is going to be 3 is to. Okay, any confusion, people? You okay, Michael? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little exercise on this here. This is out of the exercise on page 120. Okay? The There are 10 sums there. I would like you guys to do that quickly. I'll pause the video again at this point. We have like 8 minutes left, so I don't think we will go into the next new thing. We'll do that in tomorrow's lesson, okay? Can you all see? Pause the video at this point.